This is the Tier 10 Japanese Tech Tree Heavy, the Type 71, a vehicle which features a ridiculously good armor profile, solid mobility, and mainly a gun that doesn't care about your armor. This vehicle has 350 millimeters of AP penetration. Just to put into your mind how much pen that is. A Hori, with calibrated on its standard, has 326, and the Hori is able to butter through any armor frontally with its AP, let alone loading gold. This vehicle has 20 mils more pen than a Hori's standard. Now, it's obviously not as good as the premium rounds, but that is still ridiculously solid penetration. It is enough to butter through a Badger's upper plate. It's enough to cut through an E100 like it has no armor. The gun on the Type 71 is quite insane. And Wargaming buffed the alpha damage to 420, meaning that you don't need to expose your tank as long when you're reloading. So, it's just kind of insane. The Type 71's frontal armor is really good as well. I wouldn't say that it is impervious. If you have enough heat pen, you can cut through the upper plate. The thing about this vehicle's armor that makes it so strong is the fact that it is so troll. The lower plate is troll. The upper plate is troll. Everything about the vehicle, the hatch is troll. Everything that's a weak spot is also equally a bounce if you don't aim properly at it. And because of that, it makes the Type such a hard vehicle to cut through. Now, speaking of hard to cut through, we just got bonked by a Yag, and we've got a T-30, and just every other tank is aiming at us, which is not exactly what I want. But thankfully, we still got some bounces. We're going to get a shell that cuts through the enemy 57. Hopefully the 113 bounces me. He doesn't, but that's alright. We needed to make it into this position here. The enemy team is in a really, really cringe spot. I didn't think they would send their whole team over here, to be real, but we're alright. As you can see, we've gotten some bounces, which is what we needed. The 113 is putting himself in a rather interesting spot. I'm just going to over-angle the hull, and... oh, really? Where did he pen us? In the turret weak spot? Wow. That is not what I expected, to be real. That made very little sense to me. Alright, well, at least we penned him back. We got a bounce, and we're doing okay. The problem right now is we just don't have anybody on our team really supporting. So we're the only one that's poking right now. Let's just see if we can bait a shell from the AMX. That's kind of what I'm hoping. I mean, our hatch isn't on the side, which is quite nice. So, there you go. We got a nice bounce. And let's see. We got the 57 in the back. Nice shell into his vehicle for 395. Not too bad. Let's reload again. We got 5 more seconds left. Also got the Yag in the back, but we're not able to hit him in the crossing, so a little unfortunate. Alright, well, I can't tell you how much I hate 57 heavy armor. Like, why is that a bounce? I would really love Wargaming to explain why shooting at the flat side of that vehicle is a bounce. I mean, that one's a pen, but the other one's a bounce. What's really unfortunate is our team's not doing all too good right now. They're falling apart quite quickly, but... we're going to aim it on the 57 again, and there you go. Another nice pen into his vehicle. And let's back up. Let's put on our adrenaline. Our AMX is oblivious and killed himself, so great job, bro. That was a really, really good maneuver from you. At least we get a pen into the 57 heavy, bringing him down to a one-shot. I mean, we're not going to win this game. I'm looking at what our team's doing here, and this is obviously going to be a defeat. But, oh well. There's not much I can really do about that. Yeah, that one's my fault. Should have looked at the Yag, but oh well. I don't really know what else to say at this point in time. We've blocked 2,600 damage. We've dealt a pretty solid chunk. And, yeah, oh well. We'll see if we can get a pen into the T-30. Come on. Poke me, you little stinker. Got the Yag off to the side. I don't know why the T-30 is so scared to poke us. I mean, the Yag doesn't really worry me too much. Bruh. There's no way this guy's that scared of us, right? There's no way. Alright, well, we get a pen into his tank. He does bounce us, which is quite nice. But this is not the situation I want to be stuck in. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn my turret sideways so we can get a bonk into the T-30. Angle towards the 57, but we're not able to get enough bounces here. It wouldn't have mattered, though. I mean, our whole team fell apart around us. Nobody had a clue what they were doing. We were able to deal 4,400 damage. And I think we only fired like 1 gold shell, which was on the enemy AMX. Look at that. We blocked 3,200. I mean, that's insane when you think about it. How much damage we blocked, the fact that we were able to deal so much. I mean, our team was obviously really, really bad. But the Type was able to hold quite a while. And It's the fact that basically all standard shells bounce off the upper plate of this vehicle, so you have to load gold. And even loading gold, if it just angles or turns at a weird spot, you might bounce it. Pair that with the fact that, as I said before, the gun on this vehicle is really solid, and the Type 71 is just not a vehicle to be messed with. I mean, winning-wise, as we've seen, the teams nowadays are kind of a toss-up whether you're going to win or lose. It's just rather unfortunate in that perspective. But let's go load into another game and see what you can do. Well, here we are. Up against us, we have a 60 TP, an IS-7, oh boy, a YAG. I think that might be the same YAG player from before. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. We just have to hope that our team doesn't drive in front of him like they did last game. Okay, well, we got VZ-55. I mean, they got some strong vehicles, but nothing that I'm too worried about. In fact, the 60 TP is a pretty easy vehicle to counter with a Type because it doesn't have that much heat pen now, and it struggles to pen this vehicle, so we should be alright. T92 is in a pretty bad spot, to be honest. Usually getting across is the best situation, but our mouse is... oh man, this is not looking great for our team right now. I have to admit that. Got the IS-7 off to the side. We also got the Jagdpanzer. At least our team's getting wide. We do have the 60 in front of us, and we get a nice pen into his vehicle. But he's able to pen us back. He actually cuts through the lower plate. However, he bled basically all of his health to do it, so congratulations, I guess. Hope it was worth it. We're just going to drive over here, and we're going to bonk the IS-7 for 418. There you go. We wiggle, and we get one bounce, and there you go. We get two bounces. Great example of the armor on the Type, once again, just shrugging off bullets like no trouble. We get a nice pen into the 60, then we're going to angle towards the M46. Just like that, we've already done a really, really solid job in this game. Oh, we got to turn a little bit. I want to bonk that Sheridan if I can. There you go. That was a super, super good shot. That actually helped our team out big time right there. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Got the T30 on the side, got the Patton in front, and interestingly, the Patton pokes me. Alright, well, we're kind of stuck here, but I'm not too worried. Again, this Patton doesn't really have much of a spot to aim at us with. We're going to put on our adrenaline, we're going to aim it on the IS-7. There you go, nice 395 into his vehicle. But our T92E1 kills himself, so not a great job from our team so far. Alright, we got the T30 in the back, we're going to aim it on that possibly. Ah, unfortunate. Imagine if that did hit, though. I mean... the Patton's not a threat, nor will he ever be a threat. It's more our team in this battle that's the threat. Let's see if we can bonk the 60 TP. I really want to shoot that T30. Come on, game. If we get that T30, it's so nice. Our concept missing, that was a pretty big L, to be honest. Alright, let's see. T30 is now showing me his entire side, and there you go. We finally got the pen out. Alright. Yeah, I'm not worried about these guys in front. It's the fact that if I push this, I'm worried that the T30 is going to bonk me. So let's aim it on his vehicle again. There you go. Finally getting the shells out that we want. Concept bonks him, and the 183 finishes him off. That is really, really good. Now we do have the 60 in front of us here. We're going to load in a gold shell just to guarantee the pen, and we finish him off. Alright, not too bad. At this point, we're just going to send it. We can easily just ram the IS-7, get a nice AP into his vehicle, finish him off, and this is a win. To be fair, our team didn't do nearly as bad as the previous game. Be great if that Balchation wasn't in our way, but doesn't matter too much. We still got the pen into the Jagdpanzer, and we're going to put on our adrenaline. Don't know if we're going to be able to get another shell out. The base cap's getting quite high, and the Balchation goes right in my way, but that's alright, because that evens out the base cap a bit, so we get another shell out. Can't really complain too much. There you go. 4,842 damage, an easy win, and we blocked a decent chunk. How much did we block? I'm going to say 2,000. I might be a little off, though. Let's see. Victory. But yeah, I love the Type. It's such a good vehicle. People complain about its accuracy. People complain about this and that. I don't know. Like, the tank just seems great to me. We assisted 1,700. We did 4,800. So combine those two, and that's about 6K. We got an ace because of that. And how much did we block? Only 800. Never mind. We only received a couple shells as it is, I guess. But yeah, this vehicle is insane. You can guess that about 30 to 40% of the shells you receive will be a bounce. So essentially, your tank has about 3,500 effective HP to 4,000 effective, depending on who you're fighting. When you pair that with the fact that, as I said, this gun doesn't really miss, and I just love this vehicle. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it, but I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.